crafty friends. Welcome to Hither and Yon Studio. I'm DJ, and if you've been here before, welcome back. Today I'm working on the April kit, and when we last spoke, I finished this concertina up. If you didn't see that video, go back. It is in the junk journal playlist, and you can see how we made that. And there's some places in here to put some cards and some places to kind of add some pictures. You can decorate this any way you want. So I kind of left that open for you. There are a lot of pockets here to tuck in some notes. So you could make this as kind of a gift card for a friend or a family member and fill this with little notes of appreciation or love. Or pictures of your missions together, whatever it is that you do out there. Yeah, so I think this is, we're going to wrap this one up and then we're going to work on another one. So I want to put a cover on this, and I've kind of been going back and forth on how I want to close this. And I still am, but I think I'm going to do it like this. And so I'm going to put this pretty butterfly on the front. I was going to do a bird, but I think I'm going to put the bird on the inside. And so I cut out one of the birds, and then I didn't include any words with this kit. So I just dug through my stash, and I had one of these quotes. It says, "Nature is painting for us day after day, pictures of infinite beauty, John Ruskin." And I think this might be Mrs. Coggs Crafts on Etsy. I'm not 100% sure though. Sorry. But it does look kind of like that work. So, all right. So so I'm going to have two pictures, and I'm going to close it with a magnet, I decided. So this is going to be my cover. And then it's just going to snap closed with a magnet. So I'm going to hide the magnet under this picture and under this picture, and then they'll snap together like so. So the one thing I don't have is tape, so let me just grab that. Okay, I got my Tyvek tape, but you could use whatever tape you have. It's not going to matter that much because we're going to glue on top of it. And I just have these, I stuck it here, small magnets. I have a pack of these that I got off of Amazon. So this is a 10 millimeter, 1 centimeter. Oh, why did metric fail in the US? And I'm just gonna tape these down first. All right, because I think that will be easier. Let me get my Tyvek. Now you can, like I said, use whatever tape you have, or you don't even have to tape it. You can just kind of glue it in place. But I wanted to tape it down so I could line everything up. And this should be a big enough piece. This stuff is very sticky, and it's very hard to tear it, you know, unless you put a notch in it or something. All right, so we're going to have this one there, and then you're going to be over here. So I'm going to put the magnet somewhere around here. And right now I'm just going to eyeball it. The other one is the one that's going to matter. Yes, I'm going to have a little lump there. These aren't that thin, but that's okay. Hopefully it won't show too much. And now I have to figure out where the other one is going to go. So we have this one. The first thing I need to do is get it on its right side, and then I'm just going to put a dab of glue on it so that I know where it's landing. Okay, and this is more for placement than anything. I'm not using it to glue it. Okay, and now I have like a little spot there where I know it has to go. And I want to make sure I put it down the right way. So this is the correct direction. And then you'll just put that one down. Okay, there we go. Perfect. So now we just glue our other pieces down on it. That will stay fine. So I have my little bird here. This is in the kit. There are a number of birds in there and some squares of some other flowers. So you have some options of what it is that you can use. Let's see. I think I'll do it like that. All right, and I'm just going to hold it here because that's where that magnet is, and it wants to lift up a little more. And I'm not going to press too hard around this magnet area because I don't want to get the indent of the magnet. I want it to kind of be seamless. There's probably thinner, you know, this is 10 millimeters wide, but how thin it is something different. This one's probably 1 or 2 millimeters, but this is what I have. So that's what we're using, and we'll put this down. We'll let that dry some. I don't want it lifting. And we'll put this little quote down. Well, you could just put a word there or a piece of lace even. You know, you don't have to put a quote. And you can make your own quotes up, right? You can just print out a bunch of, go into whatever, you know, Google Doc or Microsoft Word or whatever, and type up some words and then print them out on your printer and cut them out. Or you can just write them. It's just so many options. Okay, so that's closed now. And we'll put this pretty butterfly. And I probably am going to want to add something here too, a word or almost like a journal plate or something. I don't know yet though. I don't know what yet. And I'm not, you know, this one's staying in my stash. This is, you know, I want to be able to have all these at the end of the year. But, you know, you may want to wait and then decide who you're going to give it to and then make it appropriate. And maybe you'll make a couple of these and give them to a couple of people, or swap them in your Happy Mail groups if you're in such a thing. All right, so that's that. It is a little bumpy there, but, you know, I could put a bow there, or I could put another butterfly on there and give it some dimension, and then nobody will even know that that's for a magnet. Okay, so I'm going to call this one done. All right, just flop it open, pull this out, and it would display great on a table. That's what I love about it. It's so much fun. And yeah, there we go. Okay, project 1 down. Project 2, what I wanted to do was use up some envelopes. Everybody has envelopes, even if they're junk mail envelopes. I happen to have some of these craft envelopes, and I wanted to make one of those booklets that a lot of people make, where you glue the envelopes together and then you turn that. And I thought this would also make a great card. Graduation season's coming up, dad season, Mother's Day, all sorts of events. Maybe you have a friend who has a birthday or a family member. So many things you could use this for. So that's what I wanted to do, and I figured we'd use the papers to decorate it, and then see where we go. So we could do it with 2, or we can do it with 3. And then kind of fold it in like that and cover everything with paper. For ease, let's go with 2. Okay, so first thing we have to do is move some of this stuff out of the way, right? I got too much going on over here. My desk is full right now. It's full. I got stuff everywhere. And a bunch of projects going on, so it's a little bit busy right now. So the first thing we have to do is glue one to the other, okay? So this is the open side. Now, if you want to ink or anything, you might want to do that before you glue. Do we want to do that? Yeah, let's do that. I'm just gonna I'll do that quick and I'll be right back. All right, so this one I did all the way around, and I did this little lip because this is going to be my pocket that I'm going to leave open. I'm going to put some paper in here and out here. But this one I'm going to cover fully with a piece of paper, and then on the back I'm going to cover this. So I didn't really ink that one. So now I just have to glue this to this. And my glue got a little far here. I don't want to go that far. I'm going to leave a little edge where I'm not, so it can fold well. I'll show you in a sec. Like, I don't want to glue it exactly up. See how there's like a hair there? Like a, I don't know, a 1/16 of an inch, maybe less than that, 32nd of an inch. So that this folds nice. And I do want it to be straight, so what the heck? What happened? I'm not really sure what happened. Maybe the envelope. I mean, my line is pretty good, so I don't know. Let's see what happened there. My glue is still wet, so I'm going to do it a different way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to line this up. Oh yeah, they're like they're kind of out of whack. So it's not me, it's the envelope. All right, that's fine. Let's figure this out. Yeah, that's highly disappointing. It's the way the envelope is folded. Oh well. It's just paper. Okay, so that's gonna, and then this is gonna wrap around and become like how I'm gonna connect it and close it. So I want a piece of paper for here. Let me, let's cut all of our paper, and then we'll attach it. So let's see, do I have any sheets that are already cut that I could use? Probably not. Of course not. No, I'm gonna have to cut from a bigger sheet. That's fine. I always have uses for these sheets of paper. Okay, let's see. Ooh, so many to choose from. Oh, there's so many. I don't know. It's so hard to choose. This one is lovely. Okay, so these are not tall enough, but they are wide enough. If I wanted to go kind of this way, if I wanted, oh, that might be cute, actually. We can make it look like a little envelope, and then it opens up, and it's got, yeah, let's do that. And then I can use these. Now these envelopes, I didn't mention it. I believe these are 4x6, but let me check. They are 6 1/4 by 4 1/2. Okay. So not 4x6, 4 1/2 by 6 1/4. And let's see. I definitely want this one. And then I need some that will go with that. So that's kind of got the blue. Some of these are in the green family, some of them are in the blue family, so I think I'll work with these two. Let's see. It's not gonna make it all the way. I'm just kind of thinking out loud here, because I want to keep this pocket. And I was originally thinking I would cut a piece out like this, but now I'm thinking that maybe I'll just go across and put a little notch in there, and that'll make it easier. And then I'll put the second piece down here, like so, because I think these two look pretty together. What do you think? I think so. I hope you think so. I hope you like the papers. And if you didn't get yours for free and it's still April of 2024, in the description box you can get this entire kit, this paper kit for free, and make whatever you want with it. We've made a folio and junk journals, mini junk journals with previous month's packs. And this one, I just wanted to kind of, you know, go crazy. Go crazy and do something different. So that's what we're doing. Now I need a pencil. So I think I will make this just slightly lower than this lip here where it's going to fold. And I'll give it just a little room around the edges. So we'll cut it there, and we'll cut it there, and that'll put this pretty picture front and center. Did I cut off my line? No, I didn't. I usually do that. I cut the wrong end, and then I cut my mark off. I'm like, what? All right, so this one will go here. And maybe your envelopes are white, and that's fine too. And maybe your envelopes are a completely different size, and that's fine too. And maybe you're not using envelopes at all, and you're cutting up your own cardstock to look like envelopes, and that is also fine. Whatever way you want to play is how you should play. I'm just trying to give you some ideas, some thoughts, and I like having you here and we can spend some time together, and that's always fun. It's nice to have someone to craft with, and I wish I could hear y'all talking to me, or maybe I don't know, maybe I don't want to hear what you're saying, I don't know. But you know, it's just nice. So I think we'll incorporate these pretty flowers in this one. And so, let's see, we'll go around like that maybe. So I'll mark it here. Actually, I can probably just use this as my template, right? And that mark's already there, so good. Hope everyone's having a happy crafty day. What's everyone working on? Maybe nothing. Maybe you don't even know what we're doing. Maybe you just happened upon this video and you're like, what is even going on here? What is this woman doing with all this paper? I don't know. But if you're working on something crafty, tell me about it. Let me know what you're working on. And tell me where you're tuning in from. I'm getting people from all over the globe. It is lovely to hear that. It's great that we can share something like this universally around the globe, right? It's just like one of those things that you can just share it. And I don't know, I guess creativity and art and crafting, it's kind of a universal language, and we all get to enjoy it in our own way, and then bring our own cultures or visions or artistic ability to it. That's one of the things I just love about this, and it really makes me happy that I'm getting lovely visitors from around the globe, and here in the US too, of course, which is part of the globe. So yeah, that. So yeah, tell me where you're tuning in from, and what do you think of this paper pack? I think it's kind of really become quite versatile. I don't think, you know, it's necessarily spring. I know we're in spring, but I think it is also summer. The magnolias are blooming around here. I don't even know if white magnolias exist, do they? I just wanted white flowers, so I did magnolias and dogwoods. And maybe white magnolias aren't even a thing. I don't know. All right, so I'm going to glue this. I'm going to put my glue here, just because I don't want to glue it closed, obviously. So in this case, I'm just going to glue here. Okay, and then this is the way I want it. Yes, I'll just glue down the sides here. And then I'll just throw some in here. All right. I can still punch it. It's okay. Yeah, I thought this would be like a cool little envelope. You could tuck some money in there if it's like for a graduation gift. Or, you know, for a sister or a friend, whomever will be so lucky to get your beautiful card. So this could be like an interactive little card. And you could put a lovely note in there. You know, a note of appreciation for someone who did something nice for you. A teacher who helped you along the way, or a pastor, or whomever. Anybody. Put it in the mailbox and give it to the mail person. They will love it. All right, so this one is all the way down, and this one is still a pocket. Well, let's punch a little pocket notch in there. I'll do it with this. Is this gonna fit? Yes, it will. It's probably lifting as we speak. All right. It's sort of center. You know, who wouldn't want to receive such a lovely little something from someone they care about? I'm going to cover that up, so I'm just trying to get in here where we might see some of that. Yeah, probably would have been easier to do it before I put the paper on, but we're here. And so now I need something to cover that. I wonder now if some of these might fit, actually. They will. All right, so the way I'm going to do this is I'm going to bring my top down, okay? And the line here, this fold line, is slightly below this. I have to find my pencil again. Hold on. Oh, here it is. So I just want to have it down slightly for my lip, and then I'm going to just trace around, and when I cut this, I'm going to cut it inside the line that I'm tracing. Okay, so there's my line. It might be hard to see, but I'm going to cut like inside the line, just so I can then have that little lip all the way around, which is why I kind of ink there. Okay, so I'm not cutting on the line, I'm just cutting slightly inside of the line, and I'm trying to be as even as possible, though it's fine. It's doesn't have to be perfect. We're not perfect. We are not AI. That's the big buzzword these days, right? We are human. And that is the beauty of handcrafted, handmade gifts. So, and even if you're keeping this for yourself, you know, it doesn't have to be perfect. It doesn't. You'll drive yourself crazy trying to get it perfect anyway. All right, so I just want to do a little more. I think the top is good, but here it's slightly, I gotta go in more. let's see what that got me. I think that's better. So let me ink it. And I am using Vintage Photo here, the ink. And just using up the paper, just finding what works. You can always add stuff on top of it, right? Whether it's from this or from some stuff. We all have something around, even if it's just magazines or pages of a book. We all have things that we can use. We get junk mail all the time, right? And there's always something in there that might stand out. Sometimes I get stuff from the Environmental Defense Fund, I think it's called, and there's always butterflies and polar bears or panda bears on there. So I keep them and I'll use them. The kids like to get stuff like that. You know, they like little panda bears and fun stuff, you know, trucks, fire trucks, you know, if your fire company sends you stuff. Okay. So that's that, right? And then you could do a lot of stuff with the inside. I think what I'm going to do here is I don't know. What am I going to do there? While we think about that, let's work on the front and the back, right? We need to put paper on there. We'll just keep going. We'll just keep going. Just keep swimming. Well, this is blue. And I could do this whole side greenish. I also have this very pretty butterfly that I might want to use. Oh, isn't that gorgeous? I love that one. Way to toot my own horn. But I do love this. So let's use this. And then we'll see what we can match to it. Okay. You know, when I craft by myself and there's no camera rolling, I'm just kind of leisurely crafting along. It's only when the camera's running that I feel like I'm rushed. And I'm not used to doing things that way. I'm more thoughtful about everything. These envelopes are not folded straight. That's a little annoying, but just a little. So, you know, like when paper gets stuck in that, I'm like, ugh. It only happens when I'm on camera. I'm sure it happens when I'm crafting by myself, but I don't even think about it because I'm like, nobody's watching you, I hope. Okay, so we can get the butterfly and that beautiful big dogwood there. That's what I'm seeing. And that is just so pretty. Gosh, I love that. All right, so let's cut. What else do I want? I have, let's see, that's very green. That's very green. What do I have over here? I have another butterfly. That's too matchy-matchy, I think. Nope. The rest of these are so green. Maybe this one. Yeah. Sure. That's what we'll do. Yeah, I want this side. So anyway, it's just a little more, I don't know, rushed. I don't know why, and you know, maybe it's just because I'm conditioned too from watching other people. Everybody always seems like they're holding you up. And there are some comments, everybody talking about leaving it under 30 minutes. I get it. But you know, we have tools now where you can hold and it's 2 times the speed. You can just press and hold. I do it on my iPad. You just press and hold and everything goes at twice as, you know, the speed. And you can tap, 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 and it just advances you. So we have tools where if, you know, you don't want to watch it on the normal speed, you don't have to. You don't have to anymore. You don't have to. So, but I think I'm conditioned from watching other YouTubers be like, oh, sorry for the noise, and I'm sorry that I'm taking so, and you know what? You can tap off at any time. If you are busy, or you can't stay, it's fine. It's fine. We're all just having fun and crafting, right? So, you know, but it is, you know, it's a little stressful, I guess, at times for me. Wow, it is just so not straight. It's just not even close, because I know my cuts are good. It's all good. It's all right. But I love having you here. I do. And I love that I'm able to kind of show you some things that maybe you know and maybe you don't know. I don't know. But it is fun. All right, so these are going to be... So now when this folds, this is how this is going to look, right? So I might want to put this one this way. Even though it wasn't intuitive when I had it like this, I think it would make sense to do it that way. So let me ink these up. I'll be right back. Okay. I was inking and thinking. So tell me, what do you guys have, like a preference? Do you prefer shorter videos, longer videos? Does it depend on the time of day or how much time you have? I'm just curious what the consensus is. My dog is going crazy out there. I don't know what's going on. I'm just kind of curious. Like, what is the... Do you like short form videos, like 30 seconds at a time? Obviously, you wouldn't be here if that's all you liked, but 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours, 2 hours and 30 minutes. Why can't I hold this? Because you're chatting. I'm just curious what your take is on the whole thing. All right, so this one's going to go here. And this would be cute. I could add a little stamp there if I wanted to. And then their name, like I could cut out their name or mount it on a piece of something for whomever I would give this to. And now this will go up. So I could turn this into a pocket if I wanted to. And then you could have room to put a note, and you could even tuck another card in there if you so wanted to. So do I want to do that? I don't think so. I think I could maybe add something here, but I don't think I want another pocket. That's just me, but it's just something that you could do if you wanted to. I'm also not really good at drawing straight lines with glue. I don't know how people, I watch some people and they are so straight. You know, I think it's all the coffee. I think it's the coffee. I'm going to blame the coffee and not my age. Yeah. Okay, and then we need something to go over here. You know, I could cut out I could punch something out here. I could also put another butterfly there if I wanted to. Oh, maybe we'll close it with a butterfly. Maybe not one from the kit, but we could definitely close it with a butterfly. It's not going to work. I have something like that. That's too green. Got this. That'll work. All right, same deal. I'm going to rest my envelope just below that. So it's below this, the line of this paper. And then draw an outline. All right, you saw it once. I'm just going to finish this up. I'll be right back. All right, so I did that and I put some ink on. I'll just glue it down. And we'll get a butterfly. Now, another thing you could do before I seal this all up, is it would be cute to, maybe you could mount a picture in here too. So, you know, I gave you some of those corners that you could use, but you could also just cut out some of these as squares, right? Like so. Right? And just use those. Actually, we can use this to make them even. Right? And you can make some old school photo corners. And just kind of mount them and put, I don't know what would fit in there. What did I say? These are 4x6 might fit in there, because I think these were 4.5 by 6 and something. So you could do something like that, right? You could also get those sticky photo corners that you can buy. I have a ton of them from scrapbooking, so I could just put a couple of those on there, or you could just glue down some photos. You know, maybe a couple of square photos or one big photo, or attach it with washi tape and just do it as a tip-in. Yeah. Okay, so we have this little pocket where you can put a card, a little note, maybe a wad of hundreds, you know, if that's your thing. I think it would be cute to put like a little stamp here. But now I don't want to cover up the butterfly though. But a word here would work. That would be nice. Or you could just say congratulations. You can kind of, if you have something like a cricket, you could cut that out. If you don't, maybe you can go through your magazines or ads that you get in, you know, the newspaper and find the word congratulations or happy or something. But I think a butterfly here would be cute. So I'm going to get out my box of butterflies and see what I can find. This one looks cool. Is that a moth? That is very large, but I like it. I like it. I like this one too. Trying to find a different color that will go with our theme. It would be great if I could find an orange one. I don't think I had any of those when I bought this. I don't like the yellow. This one's very, very green. Oh, I really wish I had an orange one. Oh, this one's pretty too. It's kind of small. I have these white ones. It's a lot of white, right? I don't know. I really am leaning towards this one. That one's nice too. You know what? We're going to go with that one. It has like this gold shimmer to it. I got these at a dollar store near me. It's like one of those off-brand dollar stores that are, nothing in it is $1. Nothing in it. Nothing's $1 in the dollar stores anymore. So, but this one, it's definitely, but these were $1. Like $1.19 or something. And it was, there were so many. There were so many in the pack. And I was so excited, but I have had them now forever. And I have to dwindle them down, so. All right, so we could do that. And then I could put like a Velcro strip there. Or, that'll be harder. I was going to say, like, I could glue it here and then leave the top open. And then tuck that in. I don't know how hard that would be to get it back in though. All right, let's get a dot. Let's get a Velcro dot. I have to reorder these and I keep forgetting. I don't want to use black. I have to get the white ones. I have plenty of black ones. Okay. These are fine until you take them off and then they don't work right. All right, so I'm just gonna put this here. And then we'll glue this down. Let me put the glue here. I kind of like to let those dots sit because they don't attach well. But that's it. It's just gonna attach like that. Okay. And then this opens up and you can do whatever your imagination comes up with. But that's a really nice base, I think, that you could use for a variety of things. So I hope you like that. So that's project 2. I have one more in mind for this month. But, you know, I'm sure you have 50 more, right, that you can think of to use these papers. So we have that and we have this, and I hope I will see you in the next video. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It lets the algorithm know that you liked it, and we'll share it with others who might be interested in these things. And if you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. I do fun things like this all the time, and you can join me. So thanks, everyone. I hope you have a great rest of your day or night. Bye.